everybody, this is the Anime Bro here, and welcome to another episode of the Radio Trigger Podcast. I am your host. I am the Anime Bro, sorry. I just said that. Jeez. I'm a bit rusty. We've been on a break for a bit, so you could obviously tell. I'm with my co-hosts, Tensashinra and 20 Odd Lion.
Yo.
What's up?
Yeah, and today we are talking about whatever. We like we said, we've been on a break, or like I said, again, sorry. We've been on a break, so we haven't been in touch with each other for a while. So we're just gonna be talking about some stuff that we've been doing, some also stuff that's been happening during the summer. Everyone is getting canceled for something.
Yep.
It's not a good place for YouTube right now. So, and before we actually get into that, please like and share the video, and also subscribe for more stuff like this. And yeah, let's get into the main topic. So let's talk about the stuff we've been doing recently. So during the break, I'll go first. Recently I've been watching a lot of anime. Most of it is isekai anime. A lot of people have been hating it, and I actually wanted to see if it was that bad. I knew it was that bad earlier when it started, because it was very similar, but so far some of the good isekai has been coming out. Like, there's not really like harem tropey animes, because I think that's the main thing. I know they say overpoweredness, but that's like, I think that's kind of given in a world when, especially if you are a nobody that watches anime and stuff, it is a given that you'll probably try to max out your stuff in a new world. So no matter what, you're going to be overpowered with just the knowledge you have and stuff. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of isekai, been watching a lot of mangaka videos and stuff, which I learned a lot through the mangaka videos. I actually learned that Kubo hated Oda for a while.
Yeah. Oh, actually, there was something about that. I don't know, like, because I know people have said, oh yeah, he did it, but some people were also saying like he meant it like jokingly. I don't know, because like I don't know. Apparently, it was like lost in translation or something.
Well, apparently Oda was asked about this, and he was like, he knew Kubo because he was a rival. They were big three. It was a big three, but he said like, it's a weird thing to do when you first meet up a guy and the first thing you say is, I hate you. It's like, holy crap, man. I just entered the room. Yeah,
no, that is pretty crazy. Even like jokingly, because like, you think you would do that with someone that you're more comfortable with, but right, cool to just walk up and be like, oh, I hate you, like.
Yeah, imagine the first day we meet. It's like, hey, I hate you. Go screw off.
Clearly. Why do you have more subs than me?
Yeah, seriously.
No, yeah, it is pretty crazy.
Also learned that Oda is a machine. Like, so this is a story that I, like, to this day find really insane. So when Oda was actually starting off as a mangaka, he was drawing a story for an award. I forgot what the award is called, but it's the same award that Kubo went into, but he lost to Oda. So during that time period, so he was 17. During this time period, he got into a car accident, and it was so serious that like he had damage in his head. Jeez, but his main focus, so this is the insane part. His main focus wasn't, oh my goodness, how am I gonna get better? His main focus was like, I got 3 days left to turn this manga in.
That's insane.
Let's grant it. This is a 17-year-old. If I was 17 in a car crash, I would be like, holy crap, like, am I going to be all right? My thing wouldn't be like, I need to turn this video in. I would be like, I need a break.
Yeah.
But Oda did it, and he won. Like,
yeah, that's pretty crazy. Like, it shows, I guess, goes to show why he's so successful. Because, like, that kind of mindset, like, for even when you're in accidents and stuff like that, for you to just, I don't know, just the main thing you're focused on being your work is actually crazy. Like, I can't even imagine that.
I also learned some other interesting stuff about Oda. So when he was first writing one shots, he wrote a book about a god giving a notebook to a human that has magical powers. Now, does that sound familiar?
Yes, very familiar.
Yeah. Let me be frank. This was released in the 90s.
That's crazy.
Yes. Not only that, here's the crazier thing. God wrote that the man would die in a certain way
Oh my
in
God.
that notebook. So there's a theory that Oda gave the inspiration for Death Note. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane to think. Like, especially knowing what his works are, like One Piece, like it's completely different from like Death Note.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
There was also a lot of other stuff like earlier I was talking about one thing I learned about manga that watching that video. So Oda said the reason why he drew One Piece the way it is because most arcs in anime, when they finish, they usually wrap everything up and then a new story begins. And I was like, wait, is that true? And then I look back, like one of his big inspirations was Dragon Ball. And I think back and I'm like, actually that is true. And then I looked at Bleach and like One Piece or Naruto and stuff. That's the same thing. Like everything wraps up at the end and then a new story begins. While Oda's one is like, yes, everything might wrap up now, but there's other stuff that needs to, explored in it. And I was thinking, man, Oda was ahead of his time. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, no, that is pretty crazy. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. It's like, because I feel like he's just a genius in terms of writing. Like, all the stuff that he, like, plans for and foreshadows. Like, honestly, the more I find out about how he, like, structures his manga, like, I'm surprised, but at the same time, I'm not. Because it's just, like, he's always been known for, like, just having that kind of genius.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, I also learned another interesting thing. There is an arc in One Piece that the creator of Naruto actually helped Oda with because he was in the hospital.
Really? Wow.
So One Piece that's an interesting thing that One Piece and the creators of One Piece and Naruto actually worked on an arc in One Piece. It wasn't it wasn't like a big thing. I think it was like a couple chapters, but that's an interesting fact to learn.
Yeah, I was gonna say what arc was this? Because
It was Dressrosa.
Oh wow!
Like Oda was in the hospital, and Oda being Oda, when creator Naruto went to see him because they were close friends. Well, not were they still are close friends. Nothing bad happened to them. They're good friends. He went in there. He saw Oda just working on the next One Piece chapter, and it's like, holy crap, this man, like, nothing could stop him. Like, God could strike him down. And he would be like, let me just finish this manga real quick.
No, literally. I mean, if I was him, I wouldn't be. I would probably be the same because, like, I feel like putting 20 years behind the manga and just not finishing it is just like, I don't know, man. Like that, I would need to like grind it out and just finish it already. And
okay, what's the name of the creator of Naruto? I can't just say the creator of Naruto. Oh, what's it?
Kishimoto.
Yeah, Kishimoto. When he first met up with him at the hospital, instead of saying like, "Oh, you gotta stop," he then was like, "Okay, I need to help him out so he doesn't die."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, you better help that man out. If he's in the hospital, doing the thing that probably caused him to go in the hospital, then yeah, you better help that man out so he can actually finish his work." Probably actually get to see his daughter for once.
Yeah, because I can imagine, like, there's no point in trying to convince him to stop, so let's just help him out at that point.
Yeah. But also another thing that is interesting is he knows the ending to One Piece, and he also said it is not the One Piece is not the friends that we made along the way. He said he hated that ending. He said he hates that ending. So there's an actual ending that we're building up to if Oda actually lives to finish it.
Yeah. No, I saw that the other day too. Is like he feels like it wouldn't be rewarding after all this time to just make it be like, oh yeah, no, the friends we made along the way. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, the one thing that's interesting is that, like, even One Piece fans, if it did end that way, I don't think people would be complaining, because it's like the journey was fun.
yeah, exactly. Because like that's really the main thing for. I feel like most of One Piece fans enjoy it for is just the journey, because like yeah, like the end goal, I mean that's cool or whatever, Luffy becoming the king of the pirates and stuff, but it's more like, you know, you sit there and you look at the adventure and everything they've been through. Like it's only because of that people can sit there for hours talking about like their favorite arcs and like this, that, and the other, and like how much fun they've had with the series over the years. And it's like you said, like when you're catching up to One Piece, it's like, oh, this is so many episodes, but once you catch up, it's like, oh, it's not enough, because
Yeah, it's not enough. I need more, man.
exactly, because like I don't know, after seeing all that, I would want more too. I would want to just keep watching it nonstop and being able to binge it. But yeah, no, it's really the journey over anything else, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. But anyways, that's what I've been up to. What about you guys?
You go ahead, Lion. You haven't been talking that much.
Okay. Jeez, where do I start?
You rob anybody?
Huh?
You rob anybody?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
Jeez.
Okay, let's see. Got myself a girlfriend. That's one thing.
Ooh. Okay.
Didn't last long though.
Wait.
Oh, I thought you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was like a month.
Was it your fault?
Nah. We dated for a month. And after the month, she was like, oh, I'm not ready for a relationship.
Yeah, no, that's the worst.
Yeah,
Why'd you agree to it?
Exactly.
It's like I'm not ready for it. It's like it's only been a month and you already made that decision. Like, why did you even say yes?
Yeah.
Oh, she wants to be. She wants to see how it's to be single. Then a week later, she got a new boyfriend, and I was like, "This bitch." I was like,
That's
"This
so
bitch."
stupid. Yeah, no.
Don't worry, Lion. You can do better. You
Yeah.
can do better.
Yeah, no. I'll
Maybe this girlfriend will last a month and a week. That's something.
I mean, yeah, who knows? And then, apart from that, I got my driving certificate for like
Oh, nice.
construction work, like the construction trucks, you know, like the big trucks. So now I can
Yeah.
drive those ones and work with those trucks.
Nice.
And finally, it took a month just to get a piece of paper.
Yeah, all the documents over there take a long time to get. I still remember the driver's license thing.
And what I understand is I did this 5 weeks ago, because you get like a physical card, right? You say you can drive this. I went today and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this card. And they're like, okay, no, we'll order the card today. I was like, what do you mean?
Or
So they just gave me a piece of paper like, here's your temporary one. Now I have to wait another 5 weeks to get the actual card.
Oh my god.
I'm like, what do you mean?
Oh my gosh. Bro, South Africa is a scam.
Nah, the DMV is a scam. I bet that's the DMV in America. It's like, oh great, you passed. Okay, we'll mail your driver's license in the mail. It's like, I'm at the DMV. Just give it to me. This is where I get to get my license. Why do you have to send it through the mail?
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's crazy. I think for mine, I'm unique on that, because like it used to be like that for me. I think it was like that when I got my permit, but when I got the actual license, they just took a picture of me and gave it to me on the spot. Luckily,
Right.
because but still, like the line was like really long, so
Yep.
it was terrible anyways. Like,
Yeah,
either
but
way.
they don't deliver ours. You have to go pick it up.
Oh my gosh,
It's so
jeez.
stupid.
Yeah.
'Cause they always give excuse of, oh, sorry, we don't have paper. Come back next week.
I'm done.
So you run out of paper?
Yeah,
Plant a tree outside. There's your paper.
Literally, it's a whole
what was it?
business.
Like, I think when I went there, they said, "Oh, sorry, we don't have the materials to make the cards." I'm like, "What do you mean?"
What do you mean?
It's
You
plastic.
run out of ink? You run out of paper?
It's like,
Last I checked, I took this test on paper.
yeah.
For real. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, bro, that's a whole business. Imagine just not having the materials you need to run the business.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then let's see what else I've been doing. I wish I could say I was working on videos, but I'm not really focused on that anymore.
Mm. Oh yeah. Well, you did post that one video. I
Yeah,
saw.
that was a pre-edited one from like 4 months ago.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think I've worked on a video in like 4 months.
Wow.
I've one left I can upload, and then I have nothing left.
Wow. Yeah, kind of the same.
Yeah, I don't know.
You should jump on the isekai hype with me. I actually have a good isekai you might like. It's not adventure heavy.
I don't
It's
know.
more of a guy. I mean, it's slice and life. You know, that's in your. I mean, it's fantasy, but you know, it's slice and life. I mean, like the biggest thing that actually happened in the story is the guy opened a dry cleaning. No, a laundromat. Yeah, a laundromat.
Oh my gosh. That's
I
him
mean-
becoming a pirate king.
I haven't really been watching anything. I mean, I caught up with Demon Slayer.
Nice.
I watched.
I'm actually waiting for the trilogy.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know how they're gonna do that right. Knowing what's next.
Don't know. I watched The Boy and the Heron finally.
Oh, you found a place to watch that, or did you pay for it or something?
No, I'm not gonna pay for that shit now. I finally found it on the website.
It's Studio Ghibli. They got plenty of money.
Yeah.
It's like Disney. Don't get Disney Plus. Watch it on a pirated website so they can lose money finally.
Yeah, literally.
I don't know. I've been meaning to like watch all of Attack on Titan, but it's just so long.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's like, you mean rewatch or just watch like
Just-
straight through, like, you know?
Yeah, just season 1 to the end, because I actually have never, I never watched the final season like completely.
Yeah, no, I can understand that, because like with what they were doing with the final season, part
Yeah.
1, part 2.
Okay, so I kind of actually so I realized that even though it seemed like they were milking the series, I remembered COVID was a thing. So that's why they split it up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So like I know everyone's like, oh yeah, they were milking the series, but remember, COVID was a thing, and it was a big thing, not just in Japan, but everywhere. Because you also got to think, ReZero did that. The time I got reincarnated as a slime did that. So it kind of made sense that Attack on Titan did that. Those were like big series at the time when Attack on Titan was being released.
Yeah.
And they did a part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, no,
They probably did the movie thing, like they planned the movie thing, but the part 1 and 2 they didn't plan that. I don't think they planned that.
yeah,
I mean, even so, I mean, it's just like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the animation for the final season.
Same, honestly.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just like saying, they're not milking it. They're just, they were concerned of people's health.
Yeah, well, it's Mappa, so I don't care either way.
Yeah. Yeah, the animation of the final season, I agree. It's kind of like, because I don't know, I feel like Studio Wit did it so much better, but it was such like a drastic change, and then the style of animation, and they use like, I feel like a lot more CGI. I don't know, like I would like to see like a final season animated by Wit, but yeah, like when you watch the first 3 seasons, and like it's all in the same consistent animation, and then you watch that, it's just weird.
Yeah, literally. And it's not better animation than season 3 part 2.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
oh, it's so better. It's like, what do you mean?
yeah, I'm not gonna say it's a downgrade, but it's definitely like not the same. Like it's like I'm watching a completely different anime almost.
I mean, CGI is horrible.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. Like even the CGI in the old one was better. Like this Studio It CGI, even that was better.
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder what the Demon Slayer team is like, because that CGI is impressive.
Yeah,
like that shows like CGI doesn't have to be bad. It could actually be good if you try hard.
I mean, it's your photo, but I mean, they have V-based animation. I mean, that explosion in the recent season.
Oh yeah, dude. Freaking hell.
Yeah. I actually haven't watched the new season yet. I still need to get
It's 8 episodes. It won't take that long.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, because I remember people were saying it came out, and then like they were talking about like the climax already, and I was like, wait, I was like, it happened that quickly, but I didn't know it was only 8 episodes. So
yeah, because the arc was very short. It was basically trying to, I think what the mangaka tried to do, which was try to shorten the thing, so that basically we get like the Hashira training arcs. We get to see all the different Hashira things, but at the very end, not really a spoiler. This is not really a spoiler, but Tanjiro can now see the Hashiras when they start fighting, which shows that he's on Hashira level now.
Okay, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I kind of that's one thing I've always liked about Demon Slayer is just like the like you can kind of see the progression. Like it's because like when he keeps fighting like all these like stronger enemies, like you can see like he's improving and stuff like that. And like I feel like a lot of other ones, like a lot of other anime, they just kind of like jump like from one place to another without any explanation. But with Tanjiro, it's like Tanjiro and his friends, it's like they've kind of been like fighting alongside the Hashira, so it makes sense that they're improving slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Is that all you've been up to though?
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh wait, hold on. Let's go back to me. I quit my job. Yeah. Okay. That's it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah. With me, I guess I should start with me now. So I am looking for a new job. I'm still doing my current job. It's cool, whatever. But I could be making more money somewhere else. So I'm looking for one, but I haven't put in my 2 weeks or anything yet. So I'm looking for one. But at my current job, I'm kind of basically doing everything. I kind of explained this before the episode, but like I'm like what is it, like a bartender, kitchen staff, host, just basically all the positions. Like they basically put me in everything.
You should ask for a raise. If they're doing that, you're entitled to a raise. How long have you been working there?
A little over a year, because I started working there last August, and
yeah, you can have a raise. You can ask for a raise now. You've been working there for over a year.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna ask for one if they haven't already given me one. I just feel like, cause obviously working in different positions, you know, they have different pay rates or whatever. So
yeah, well, they won't give you one unless you ask, because they're thinking you're happy with what you get. You actually have to ask to get the raise.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna ask, cause yeah, doing all that stuff is yeah, especially since it's the owner. Like I said this also, but like the owner is the main one, like doing everything, and he's pushing me to all these different positions. I feel like there wouldn't be a problem at all. But yeah, and also I haven't been watching anime as much, or like reading manga or anything. I've been watching a few things here and there. Like I've been still watching One Piece. I feel like I'm trying to think. I started rewatching Samurai Champloo for the 1000th time. that's like my one of my favorite, like most rewatchable anime. Like I just like rewatching it. And then what else? I've been planning to I've really been planning to rewatch all the shows by that same guy, or that have that guy in it. I forgot his name, but I've been planning to watch that, and then Cowboy Bebop, and then one that I've never watched is Space Dandy, so I'm planning on watching that. And also there's like new ones coming out that I'm planning on watching, but I haven't really been watching or reading anything new per se. But I have been like playing more games than like watching anime.
Yeah.
I say that loosely because I haven't like been like getting into a bunch of new games, but I've been kind of playing games like Genshin Impact. You have I ever told you guys that I played that?
I think so.
Yeah, it's I'm not like before I wasn't a super big fan, but like it's mostly the fact that it's gacha. Like I think I told you guys this like a long time ago, but I hate gacha. It's the only reason I'm like I have two that I play, and that's one of them. And the only reason I really have been playing it is just because it's a game that's easy to play like in your free time when you don't really have time. You just hop on, like do your dailies or whatever, and then get off. But yeah, and it's kind of fun because it's like open world and everything. And it has a nice story to it. But I've been playing that. I've been trying to get more into competitive games just because like everybody I know is playing competitive games. So I've been doing like fighting games like Mortal Kombat. Brawlhalla, I guess, is one of them. I haven't been playing Brawlhalla, but I have a friend at work who's always like, yeah, no, you gotta hop on Brawlhalla. He's actually really good at it. Like, I only beat him 2 times, I think, out of 10. So, yeah, he's pretty good at that. So, I might just try to get more into competitive games. I'm trying to get into fighting games more. I might try to get into like CS:GO or like Valorant or something like that. What else?
CS:GO is the ultimate gacha.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Like it's pretty like what you call it? What do you have to draw weapons in that or something?
Yeah, there's 2 ways you can get skins. You can draw weapons from like a random loot box, or you could auction it off, or get it from an auction with real money from a real player.
Oh my god!
And they're not cheap. Like the epic rare ones are more like worth more than certain like cars. Like
Jeez.
That's how like crazy these skins can go for.
That's insane. Wow. Well, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not getting into it for the gacha that much. More so for the competitive gameplay. But yeah, no, I mean, if I ever do get some crazy like rare skin, then I guess I can make money off of it.
Yeah, literally.
I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've just been thinking about getting into more games. I do wanna like. I still haven't gotten a PlayStation 5 or like a PC to actually play good games on, but I want to do that because there are games coming out. I guess it's kind of a sub-topic, but there are a couple games coming out that I want to get. There's Dragon Ball is getting a game. Obviously, I think we knew about that before the break.
Yeah.
Bleach is getting a game. Yep. That's a big one.
That.
I want to get that. There's the Sun Wukong game that just came out. Everybody's talking about it. Apparently, it's breaking records.
I've heard controversies. Apparently,
I
don't know. It's some random thing. Like apparently, it promotes racism for some reason.
How?
I don't know. Apparently, it does.
That's wow. Yeah, no, that's probably just Twitter being Twitter or something. Like, because it's literally just mythology. I don't know how.
I mean, let's put it this way: you like Dragon Ball, you're gonna like this. This literally is the inspiration. Like the Monkey King is literally Goku. If you don't know.
Yeah.
And don't deny it. It is. He is.
Literally, yeah. No, he's inspired by him pretty much. Like. That's pretty crazy. I didn't know there was controversy going on for that game, but
I mean, it was the first thing that showed up when like some guy did a video and he's like, "Oh, people are saying it's like about race," and I'm like, "Seriously? Is there like, why? Is it because the guy's a monkey?"
Literally, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I can't imagine what that's all about.
I mean, like he's not a black character. He's from China.
Exactly. No, the crazy thing is like, I feel like for people to like immediately go to something racist makes them like the racist person, because like, how do you like, this isn't even about like
yeah, like you jump to that conclusion, not everybody else.
exactly, like it's like they're projecting or something. But wow, yeah, no, I've mostly been hearing about like how it's been breaking like records and stuff
Yeah.
for like on Steam and stuff like that. But I definitely want to get that. It seems fun, and people have been saying a lot of good stuff about it.
Okay, so this is what it says from this thing. Many players were furious after the company behind Black Myth Wukong sent lists of topics to avoid while live streaming the game, including feminist propaganda, fetishization, and other content that so it wasn't racism, but it's other weird stuff.
Yeah.
And other content that instigates negative discord.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. When you want someone promoting your game, you don't want them just talking about like completely unrelated random stuff, especially if it's negative or causes like people to get into arguments. So yeah, no, that's wow. I mean, that's I don't know. For me personally,
feminist propaganda. Why the heck is that? I don't get it.
Yeah,
I really don't get it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It just seems fair to ask them to not talk about random stuff while you're promoting their game. To me, personally. But yeah, that's the game, and then there were 2 others, I think. Okay, so there's Dragon Ball, Bleach, Wukong. Either 2 others or 1 other. The other one I want to get is a Stellar Blade. I don't know if you guys. I think I told you guys about that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems pretty fun. And then there's probably 1 other one that that I wanted, because I feel like at the back of my head there's 1 other one, but I'm not really remembering it right now. But yeah, I need to upgrade or get something to actually play those on. And then what else? I went on a trip recently, just to celebrate my sibling's birthday. That was fun, I guess. Also, I'm trying to move out. I'm trying to like, it's gonna take a while. I'm not like, I don't have everything set up now, but I'm planning on doing it like after I finish. Cause the way I'm doing it is I'm gonna finish like the 2 years here, and I'm gonna transfer to a different school or whatever. I know like it's been more than 2 years, but it's just delays have been happening, so I haven't been on schedule. But I'm gonna move after that, and then trying to get a car too, and then I've been re-watching Radio Trigger episodes, as you guys know. It's just funny episodes because it's entertaining to watch every now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I've been up to, pretty much.
Yeah, I guess that's it. We've been up to doing all that stuff. Lion had trouble at the DMV. Tens is thinking about moving, and I quit my job.
Yeah.
Stuff that's been happening. All right, so now that we got that covered, that was a good 30 minutes to catch up on everybody, what we've been doing. We're going to be talking about another topic, drama. There's been a lot of drama going on, and of course it's not all good.
Yeah. So what do you guys want to start first?
I mean, I don't know the Dr. Disrespect because I haven't been following him. I don't know him very much, so I don't know the controversy. I do know Kendrick and Drake because it is part of it's literally like the biggest. I think it's the biggest beef in rap because a lot of people who don't know rap know this beef.
Exactly.
And that's a big surprise. Yeah. And I guess we could talk about that because that is that is really big. So, I think Drake was trying to. So, for those who don't know how this beef started, Drake said he, another person, and Kendrick were like the big 3 of rap, and Kendrick's like, nah, you're nothing, dude. Like, you're nothing compared to me. Yeah. And then those 3 started beef. So Drake and the other guy, I don't know his name because he actually got out of the beef.
Is J. Cole, yeah.
Yeah, J. Cole. So Drake starts, putting out diss tracks. Oh no, Kendrick started putting out diss tracks like crazy, and they were popular, and and they were way better than whatever Drake was. Yeah. Apparently, I haven't been listening to their music, but like J. Cole. So the thing that's interesting about the story is like J. Cole, instead of being like, okay, I need to help Drake out, he's like, I'm gonna just let this go. And at first, people were like, wow, you're a wimp. Why are you doing this, man? Like, you need to show your stuff. Now people are like, yeah, that was a smart move, dude. Good job on you. Because the diss tracks, like, all the stuff that, like, Kendrick put out, it was like, holy crap, man, you are not... Well, this is actually normal for beef in rap. Like, literally nothing... When it comes to beef, nothing is left out. Like, they will literally call you a homophobe. They will call you a pedophile. They will call you every bad thing in the world. Yeah. In this album, and will destroy you. Like, the king of beef, like, crushing, is Eminem. For those who don't know the rap king, like, you actually diss Eminem, you're going down.
You're done.
Like, there is you messed up, man. You messed up. And I guess Kendrick is like a newer version of Eminem, because he put out diss tracks like crazy. Like, I think when he put his first one out, everyone was calling out on Drake. Then Drake put his diss track out, but then the next day Kendrick put his diss track out. So everyone went to his diss track and not Drake's, and it's like, dang, like Drake definitely lost this battle.
Yeah,
like crazy. Also, something interesting. Kendrick did a concert, like a live concert. He did one song in that whole entire concert. And it was like everyone was cheering, like, yeah, that's the song, yeah, crap on Drake and all that stuff. And it's like, holy crap, you want a beef if you are playing one song about a guy. And yeah, for the entire thing. And it wasn't even like 30 minutes. It was like an hour. Like it was like a whole hour just singing this one song. Everyone's, maybe not an hour, but it was a long time when people were like doing this thing. It's like, geez, man. Yeah, Drake lost. Like, he cannot recover from this no matter what. Also, like, the responses Drake had, like we talked about Kendrick brought up the illegitimate child and the pedophile. Drake responded to the illegitimate child, but nothing about the pedophilia.
Oh my god.
And it's like, yeah, that's you messed up, man.
Yeah, bro, that concept is just so funny to me, where he's basically just like, hey, you can say I have a you can call me a pedophile if you want, but an illegitimate child is where I cross the line. I don't stand for that.
It was like, yeah, you messed up. I think it was so funny because there were so many memes on it. Like, they said, like, one guy shot up the Drake's house and stuff, but he's like, and the guy's like, man, you don't do my man like that. There was kids in there.
Oh
what the It's like,
my God.
I was kind of laughing. I was thinking that probably was true. That probably was true.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was actually gonna say it before the episode, but I don't know if you guys have ever seen the video of Drake with the girl on stage. Oh god, that's so terrible. It was like a video where like he's and it's like, this doesn't make it any better for him, because like it like makes it even more like valid, because he was like 23 at the time, and then he was on stage and there was a girl he brought up, and then he was like kissing her and like hugging her. And then like what you call it, and he's like, he asked her how old she is, and she says 17. Yeah, and then yeah, go ahead, bro.
I was saying, like, you asked the age after you done all this. Like, what the wrong order, man? Wrong order.
And the crazy thing about it is that, like, oh my gosh, he's literally incriminating himself. He sits there And then like he says, "Oh, you're gonna get me in trouble," but like, oh, I don't even run to repeat it. He's like, the way your breast felt on my chest. I'm like, what?
Oh, dude, stop it!
God,
oh my gosh!
Bro. I'm like, how? I'm like, you're an actual like predator. Like, how do you say that after hearing that she's 17? Like,
yeah, dude, Kendrick won, and just be thankful you didn't go up with Eminem, because Eminem would have destroyed you. Like, some people who Eminem beefed with, they changed genres because they couldn't handle the bars that Eminem was spitting out.
Oh my gosh, that's so hilarious. Oh yeah, and then on top of that, he continued doing it afterwards. That was yeah.
Jeez, yeah.
Man was like, it's too late now. Might as well
just
go.
Just continue. Oh my god.
Yeah, gotta see it through my mind.
Oh gosh.
Well, we know the winner of this beef was Kendrick.
Yeah.
Like, not even close. Like,
literally. Like, cause like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Drake did have some points about him. Like, I don't know, like domestic abuse things or whatever. But he didn't have any evidence. Like, meanwhile, there's a whole video there of Drake being on stage in front of like thousands of people. So. Yep, I'd say Kendrick.
I remember there was this video. It was about Not Like Us. That's the song that got popular because of the beef. They did so there was a video that said every diss track in this song, the speed will go higher. So it goes up by like 0.1 every time. The video got to like 0.25 speed. I was like, holy crap, this man just like every verse was about Drake.
Literally. It's crazy. And another funny thing is that like bro, like it was it's like you said, like it was to the point where like whenever Drake would drop, like minutes after Kendrick would drop, and it's like he wasn't prepared for that at all. And like apparently he had way more songs, but he just didn't drop them. And the funny thing is like it got to a point where like Drake's responses were just like wet noodles. Because like I think like the last diss track he dropped was basically like, oh, if I did this I would have been caught by now. But it's like, bro, you're like a millionaire, like of course you're not caught. Or that's not a good that's not a good defense at all.
yeah like if I were a normal guy, that it's like, okay, that makes sense. But a millionaire, you have the money to hide stuff, you can like there's a lot of stuff you could do to prevent this evidence from actually going out. So that's not evidence, that's just saying I'm a rich guy that destroyed everything.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's, man, Drake is just, he's down. He's down, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, what else is there? Oh yeah, I remember you saying you guys weren't paying that much to Dr. Disrespect thing. It wasn't that deep. Basically, there was a time when he got banned off Twitch. I don't know if you guys heard of that, but like he was banned off Twitch for a while, and nobody ever knew why. And then apparently it was just like lawyers telling him to be quiet, and he himself came out that he was messaging a minor. Like he could have hid it, but he came about it himself. And then like basically everybody started like crapping on him for it. And that's basically the whole thing. Like he's just another kid diddler. like it, and it's crazy because like he has like a big reach, and like obviously this happened like apparently years ago, and people are trying to use that as a defense, but it wasn't a defense because at the time he was still like 30 something with a wife and kids. So I mean, it would have been different if he was like 23 now, and then back then he was 17. That would be a totally different story because he's still technically a minor. Yeah, exactly. But the fact that he was like 30 something and still doing this years ago, it don't matter the age. If you're past 18 and you're talking about hooking up with kids, that's no excuse. Yeah, and he made a whole statement for it. I don't have like he deleted it, so I can't read it all. But it was pretty. It was just a really roundabout way of saying I'm a pedo. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's basically that. And yeah, I mean, you guys want to talk about any other? Any other?
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, we got this big. You talk about other dramas.
Did we talk about the Mr. Beast one?
No, we didn't. We went. I did. We talked about Drake and Kendrick, and then Dr. Disrespect. So, if you're on YouTube, then you know the name Mr. Beast. He's the most, not the most subscribed, but he's getting up there. He's over 300 million. He surpassed PewDiePie. So, you know, that's saying something. Recently, it has been confirmed that his childhood best friend was caught talking to a minor and also doing inappropriate stuff with a minor. Well, not doing actually probably, because honestly, we just haven't found the evidence. But he's also been sharing disgusting stuff with minors, grooming minors, and also was a fan of a man called, I think, Shadman? I don't know.
Yeah, Shadman, yeah.
Yeah, Shadman, who drew pictures of real life minors. So not the anti-lolly ones. These were real people. These were real people. And
yeah.
And in fact, they had a picture of it in their room, and it was in a Mr. Beast video and stuff.
Yeah.
So this was a big news for everybody, because this was Mr. Beast, you know, the guy who would give millions to save the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or maybe, we don't know. Maybe that's all fake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, there was also that. Like
Yeah.
There's rumors of him faking his videos.
Yeah.
So.
But that's not the big thing that surprised me. So, have you guys heard of this YouTuber named SunnyV2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 years ago, SunnyV2 posted a video saying Chris Tyson will be the downfall of Mr. Beast. Everyone literally put crap on him, saying he was a transphobe and all that stuff. 2 years later, well, that video aged really, really well.
Yeah.
And what's funny is everyone goes to the video being like, yeah, he a champion now. Before we were hating him, now he's like, I was right. You know, I was right. Before anyone actually was like, before anyone actually knew, I was right the whole time. He didn't do anything. He didn't say I was right this whole time, which is good, because he's a I guess drama channel. Not really drama, but he does internet analysts on celebrities and stuff, mostly about their downfalls and whatnot.
Right.
So, but you know, he was actually out of all the people, I think he was probably the best guy who did the drama, because like I said, everyone was saying like this guy's not a goat, but like this guy was right and all that stuff. And a good thing is that he didn't do anything, because I think that would have probably tarnished his reputation. But yeah, anyway, that's all about him. The other Mr. Beast drama is that an ex-employee came out saying Mr. Beast faked his videos. And not only that, they had another guy who actually was on the videos, and you can actually see him. He was a writer. He talked about his experiences on the video. And in fact, there was one video that he talked about. It was like 50 days in, like, I don't know if it was like solitary confinement, but it was like 50 days alone.
Yeah.
By himself. And he talked, well, not 50 days, it was like 50 hours, but still, it was pretty insane. Like, they actually, like, when he asked for the lights to turn off, they said no. And it's like, and he kept on asking, but they kept on saying no. But what was the interesting part was that he was there that was supposed to be their main video, the first guy. him. But because it didn't turn out well, they were like, okay, we're gonna get another guy to do this. And when the guy talked about his experiences, he apparently it was so bad that when he did a Mr. Beast challenge, he was actually getting like migraines and like blisters on his feet. Like, it was very serious. And that's when he was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm a quit and stuff. And it's like, yeah, this is not good, because especially since it had been leaked that Chris Tyson, or Ava Tyson, I think that's her name, was diddling kids. At this point, what is Jimmy actually really hiding? Like, who else did he mess up with? Which is sad, because this is an actual YouTuber I enjoyed. I liked watching it, and all the controversy. It's like, man, like, leave Jimmy alone. Now I'm thinking, okay, I can't defend Jimmy anymore. If he hid this, I don't know what else he's hiding.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I was like thinking, oh yeah, no, maybe it wasn't his, like, Jimmy's fault or whatever, but it's also like, just, I don't know, like seeing that he knew about all this, and then on top of that, like, all the stuff that he hid about his own, like, videos and stuff, and who knows what else he's hiding, is like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if I can feel like I can really trust him, and like, with all this stuff, it's just, I don't know. I mean, part of me feels like he's too big to really fail at this point, or even be canceled, but you never know. Anything can happen.
I mean, he still gets 90 million views, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, because his main audience is children, so children don't know drama, but like, once they grow up, they're gonna be like, oh no, I don't want to do this anymore.
There'll always be new kids. So.
Yeah, but by the time the new kids come out, I think Jimmy will be irrelevant.
It's funny you say the new kids come out like it's a like it's a game or something. Yeah, nah, that's funny. But I agree. Like, it's gonna take a while for like new people that actually support him. If like, I don't know, people find out that everything he's been doing is just fake, or he's been hiding stuff, and like they decide to start leaving, because like I feel like it takes a while to regain an audience after something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the text messages were pretty wild.
Yeah, no, those are crazy. I do want to ask, like, this is pretty controversial, so you don't have to answer the question if you don't want to, but like, what do you guys think about like people calling Ava Tyson or whatever, like, a different, like, pronouns or whatever, like, because some people are saying, oh yeah, like you gotta respect the pronouns, and other people are saying, well, they're a pedophile, so like, I don't know, I shouldn't respect that. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, it is controversial, but I think it depends on the person. Some people want to have the moral high ground, and some people don't care because of what this person does. It's like, I mean, like, what this person did, people would call them a monster, because it's one thing to like target people, but it's an insane thing that you want to target children. Like, exactly. I think that's the worst part. So really just depends on the person. People want to respect their choice. Others say, you know what you did was unforgivable, so why should I respect your choice?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I feel like that's like, a lot of people think that way, and it's understandable to think that way, but some people, they just like, they get so mad at other people who I guess misgender Ava Tyson, just because it's just like, I don't know, it's, yeah, I don't know why they get so mad, because that's my opinion as well. Like, not so much that like I'm gonna disrespect them and like call them a different gender entirely just because they did something wrong, but more so that like I don't care if other people do that to you, because like, you're past, you know, deserving any level of respect. So if they decide to do that, that's fine. Me personally, I don't know what I'm gonna call you. I'm just gonna call you whatever pops up to mind, I guess. But yeah, like I'm not what you call it? I'm not gonna get mad at other people for calling you names when you literally went after children and did weird stuff with them. So
yeah, I think what was also the sad part was like one of these victims was actually defending Chris, and it like, and Mango even said it right. Like when you're being groomed, you don't know that. You actually don't know when you're being groomed. That's the whole point of grooming, is that the kid isn't supposed to know. And the fact that another guy had to come out and say, you know, yeah, he was being groomed, like all that stuff. It's like, yeah, this is disgusting, what you were doing.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It's like, I don't know, a lot of kids or people that are in that situation in general, unfortunately, they just don't know that they're the victim in the situation, so they end up just, I don't know, kind of feeling like, I don't know, they had more control over the situation than they actually did.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's unfortunate, I guess. But yeah, there's not much you could do past, like, because their mind is already convinced that, like, that's, you know, they had that kind of control in the situation, so there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah. But what else is there?
Okay, well, here's the thing. We are not going to be talking about drama this whole time because honestly, this is sad. I feel sad now. So let's talk about other stuff. You know, anime. When we just put anime on here, we just did Bleach, Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece. I guess we could talk about Jujutsu Kaisen. So before earlier, I talked about. I said. The reason why the fans actually spoil Jujutsu Kaisen is because they hate the mangaka. And it's because of what happened in Season 2. So, for those who don't know, the Season 2 arc is a war arc, and a lot of people died. You know, that's what happens in war. People die. Yeah. It's very sad. His response of why a certain person didn't die was actually not good. So... when people ask why didn't he kill this certain person who is basically kind of a groomer, his response was, because you wouldn't feel bad if this person died.
Oh my god.
That is not a good excuse for doing that.
That's insane. Wow.
If Oda came out and said he killed Ace because it wouldn't feel bad if he actually lived, holy crap, he would get a lot of hate for that.
No, that's crazy. Yeah. Because, like, part of me understands where he's, like, Gege Akutami's coming from, but, like, at the same time, don't say it like that bluntly, because, like, it's like, I don't know. It's like, to just say that, like, oh, yeah, I don't kill characters that you wouldn't feel sad when they die. It's just, like... saying you only kill characters that people care about, and that's the only reason you kill them off, because they care about them. Yeah,
that's what, and that's actually why I kind of started hating Jujutsu Kaisen, because I'm like, if this is the reason why, then man, why should I actually continue? Because if you're because then it puts like you didn't have any thought of this. You're just thinking was the reactions it will get for it and stuff like that. Like, let's put it this way: Attack on Titan killed a lot of people. Yeah. There was a lot of people that died. But here's the thing. It didn't feel like unnatural and really quick. It was over time that these people died. So, yes, we got the same reaction that we got from Jujutsu Kaisen, but it felt natural. This guy, in just the second season, decided, I'm going to wipe out everyone because everyone's going to react to it. And at that point, I'm like, dude, just make a movie. You get the same results.
Exactly. Yeah. And like, oh, go ahead, Lion.
No, I can't talk about the one I want to talk about because it's spoilers.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, no, that's...
Well, you know what? I'm not going to finish the series. Go ahead. Spoil away.
Okay. Oh, really?
I'm not. Okay, look, here's the thing. I look back at season 2 and I was like, oh, why did I not feel anything that everyone else feels? And then I realized, oh, yeah, everyone died.
If you say so, this is your last chance.
Okay.
Or
I'm not watching it. Like Jujutsu Kaisen's a series I kind of gave up on.
All right, cool. Go ahead.
Well,
Lauren.
what spoiler do you know about Tenso? Let me just ask you that.
Oh my god, bro!
The most recent one.
Most recent. That Nobara is back.
Okay, yeah, that's one. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
they took it out of the story in season 2, and then we haven't seen this character for all this time, and then the last 5 chapters of the
I should have said spoiler alert. But it is what it is.
I'll put
Yeah.
like a thing on.
All right.
It's like after 200 chapters, we're like, you know what? Okay, the last 5 chapters of the story, let's bring her back.
Literally.
Because
Man,
manga's
that's messed up.
ending in like
What the?
manga's ending in like 5 chapters, and now they brought her back.
Yeah.
So now they're doing a Dragon Ball. What the freak?
Yeah. I mean, like, it's different, don't get me wrong, like, bringing them back for, like, the final act, but at the same time, it's just, like, they're here for that little bit, like, it just feels like a slap in the face to all the Nobara fans, because, like, she was, like, dead for the majority of the series,
Yeah.
and, like,
Yeah.
now she's here for, like, the last arc, and like what like is she stronger now or like like what's gonna happen exactly?
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I got eye injury. Let me be out the whole show.
Literally, it's crazy.
I honestly don't think Jujutsu Kaisen's gonna be remembered fondly later on. Like it actually might be forgotten. Like nowadays, it had a good first season. I will say this: the season 1 was really good. I enjoyed it. Then for some reason, this guy decided to have a war arc in season 2. It's like that's too early, man. It's like too early. You want to kill people off? Watch Attack on Titan. That guy did it perfectly. You know, it made us feel like, oh, nobody's safe, but it also made us, not think that the guy was killing these people off to see the reactions, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, part of me wouldn't mind the war arc being in like the second season, because like I feel like as long as you do it right, then it shouldn't be a problem, because like when you look at the kind of story and just the world Jujutsu Kaisen is, obviously there's like a lot of curses and stuff like that, and like especially like the more like the ones with more intelligence, like they could be like a big threat and problem, especially when you consider like all the build up that happened beforehand, like because there's a lot of lore in Jujutsu Kaisen. But the main problem that I have with the war arc, like you said, Anime Ro, is that like it makes it seem like he's only doing it to kill characters off, and it's just like I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, because like let's put it this way: Marineford, not many well-known people died in Marineford, but that had a lot more impact because the story was good, and the people who did die was like, oh my goodness, this is insane, and all that stuff. And while with this one, it just seemed like no one was like, this just seemed like the guy was like, okay, need to make a new cast, so gotta wipe this guy out, these guys out, because I hate them now. And it's like, nah, man, you didn't do it right.
Yeah.
Like, you made us, like, for a war arc, you made us feel bad that these people were dying. Which is good job, because that's what you should feel about with a war arc. Story-wise, it's no Marineford, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Because
it's not even a 1,000-year blood war. Like, let's put it this way. 1,000-year, like, even though I'm not watching the anime, I would say 1,000-year blood war was a better war arc than this.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because like I do get like there are some things, because it's weird. Like, how do you say you're just doing it to make them feel bad, but then like he seemed like he was trying to convey something with Nanami's death, like about like obviously like pushing on the burden to the new generation or whatever, but like it seems like a message only for like Gege to say, oh yeah, no, I just want you to feel bad. Like, it doesn't make any sense, like, because it's like you said, when you compare Marineford and like to this, for example, Shibuya, it's just like look at Ace and Whitebeard's death and compare that to like Nobara's and like Nanami's. It's like, what was the significance in that? Like, I don't know, like, 'cause like when you look at those two, like Ace and Whitebeard, that affected like the world. Like, a lot of stuff came from that.
Yeah.
But like with Nanami, it's just like, Oh yeah, no, like he wasn't even like a what was it, like a special grade sorcerer? He wasn't even a special grade sorcerer. He was a grade 1 sorcerer. He was really strong, but like he wasn't like hanging with Sukuna. He wasn't hanging with Jogo. He wasn't hanging with any of the other disaster curses or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's like it just like it doesn't feel that important. So.
Yeah. Which is sad because I know one thing people would bring about is the introduction of what's that one guy? This shows how much I don't care about the series. If I'm not even putting an effort to remember these guys' names. What was it? The guy who's being controlled by somebody.
Control.
He fought all those curse users at the end of the war.
Was it
He looks like a monk.
I know who you're talking about. Ghetto? Yeah, Ghetto.
Yeah, I guess him. Even Tenzo had a hard time remembering.
Yeah, nah. It's mostly because like they all have kind of similar sounding names.
Yeah.
So many people brought up like, oh, his introduction was so cool and stuff, and I'm thinking, I didn't feel that. But then I remembered, oh yeah, everyone's dying, and like the fact that he's tanking these guys, it's like, well, I mean, everyone else is dying. Why not just have these guys die too? Because people compared it to Agnologia and stuff. I remember, I think once, and I was thinking the reason why Agnologia worked was because this was like, oh my goodness, they could die. No one died yet, but this could be the time when they did die. That's what made it so like amazing. But the fact that everyone was already dying here, it's not like, oh, more people were gonna die. It was like, oh, more people are going to die. Okay.
Yeah, nah, it is pretty crazy because like even what I was gonna say before is another thing like before I get to that. Yeah, all their names are pretty similar. Like there's a Ghetto, and then there's Gojo, and then there's Jogo, and then there's Toto, and then there's yeah.
Is there a guy named Jojo?
There might be. I don't know.
You have Chosho.
Okay, I'm just convinced this guy didn't want to make a manga. Just like, you know what, this is an easy paying job. Let's do this.
Literally, isn't there? There's not someone named Goto, is there? No. That's how like mixed up I'm getting.
Man, Kubo's not looking well. He's like, I drew characters and stuff, and you can't even come up with characters' names. What the freak is wrong with you, man?
Yeah, I like the names though. They sound nice. It's just too many similar sounding ones for me to remember.
Yeah. It's like an American comic. That's Larry, Barry, Sammy, Tommy.
Yaga as well.
Literally Yaga. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. There's another one I'm not thinking of. I can't remember though. But yeah, what I was gonna say is that like, with the whole like killing off characters, like what you said about like they didn't kill off Mei Mei because like she that's another one. They didn't kill off Mei Mei because like they didn't feel like it'd be sad. It can be significant without being sad, because I'm pretty sure you guys saw the whole Attack on Titan. There's that part where I guess spoiler if you haven't seen it, but it was Armin and I think it was Connie, and they were like they were killing some of their friends or whatever, and these were like background characters, I guess, that we didn't really know that much, but it was still significant because like,
yeah,
you know,
towards the end when they were going to the mainland to stop Eren.
Yeah, like they were killing their own friends, and it's like, you know, even though we don't know these guys, like they put like enough like emotional like weight behind it and stuff like that, where it's just like it feels significant. And like, you know, even though we don't know these guys, it's like, dang, that kind of sucks. Like if Mei would have died in Jujutsu Kaisen in Shibuya arc, people would have cared because she's in a grade 1 sorcerer, I guess. But like, I guess to that guy, like he just thinks, he just thinks like, yeah, no, we don't know that much about her. She's not as important as Nanami, so we're not gonna kill her off.
Yeah, this is like, honestly, I never thought you could ruin death But there was only 2 series that apparently did that. Dragon Ball because everyone came back, and this series because the guy didn't care.
Literally, like, I wouldn't think it's that hard to like make a death at least significant, or because for you to say the only reason you're killing people off is because you want them to feel bad is actually insane.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. But I think with Walking Dead, they kind of went their own way. So they're like, okay, well, we're going to divert from the comics and do our own thing, because why not? Jujutsu Kaisen, it's the guy who wrote the comics.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, so if you're wondering why there's spoilers alert, yeah, the fans hate the guy. That's why.
Yeah, no, can't imagine that. Well, I think I'm not used to the spoilers, but it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, also,
Well,
I guess. Were you gonna say something? Remember?
Nah, you can go. I totally forgot.
I was gonna say I didn't write it down here, but I did. We did talk about having to talk about the end of My Hero.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but-
I don't know it.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't know if we can talk about it because I never watched it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
no, that's.
watching it. I mean,
that's
that series I'll actually watch, so when I get to it, we could talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So, okay, so we're not gonna talk about it outright, but I do want to like think what do we think of, like, me and you, Lion? What did we think about it? Did you like it or I didn't read. I didn't read it, but I know what happened. So
I mean, I
What
think
about
it's such a it's such a shit ending.
yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, it just I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah, it seems like a little lackluster, kind of.
Oh yeah,
It doesn't really make sense to me.
I mean, like, there was nothing good about it.
I mean, I'm not gonna say there's nothing good. I mean, a lot of it is like dumb for me, but like there's like one or two good things, but I mean, even those good things have like bad like cons to it. So I don't know. It's I don't know how to feel about it, and that's saying something, considering I kind of like I'm different in terms of like disliking the Attack on Titan, because I know a lot of people don't like the Attack on Titan ending.
Yeah.
Like, I actually thought that was pretty alright. It wasn't bad to me.
Yeah.
But like,
It was just there.
in my opinion, this one might have been like a little worse than that.
I mean, literally, for like, how many years was the manga going on?
No, it's Del Soil.
No, I
Del
don't
Soil.
know.
Okay.
I mean, it's,
What were you
it's pretty much
saying?
10 years. 10 years of story for an ending like that.
Yeah, no, that. Yeah, and another thing that, not gonna like outright spoil, but one thing a lot of people were saying is that there were a lot of things that just had build up to them that never didn't
literally.
have anything. So yeah, it's that specifically bothers me. Like, that one thing kind of annoys me, but yeah. I'm not gonna get into it though.
Yeah. Well, I got something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Then again, I didn't even have high hopes for My Hero.
Yeah, no, you have something in store for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there yeah, go ahead.
I guess, well, we'll talk about nothing. Bleach is returning.
Yeah. It's
I mean, no doubt it was.
Yeah.
It's not ended.
I think the main thing that people are more excited about for it returning this time around is it actually, like, the studio for it, like, there's a new I'm confused on like how it's working. Apparently, I think it's an entirely new studio by the same, that's like a, I don't want to say like a sub studio, but it is like a new studio that's focused on more like movie quality, like high level quality stuff. I don't know if you guys heard about that. They're calling it I think they're calling it Period Films or something like that, or
When is it coming out?
something like that.
Paramount Films?
No, not Paramount Films. It's basically the studio name that was doing Bleach before, but Films added to it. And like they, basically that's the new studio for Bleach. It's gonna be the same like studio and same kind of animation style and everything, but it's just gonna be like higher quality. And you can kind of see that from like the trailer and stuff. Like they kind of stepped it up. Like they showed some clips of like Ichigo's fights that he's gonna have and other things.
Right.
And they also released the openings and endings, or I don't know if they released the whole thing, but they showed a little bit of it, and they both sound really, really good. I like them both.
What part are we at that's been animated?
What'd you say?
What part of it has been animated? I want to know.
You mean like up until like what?
What part is it, like what was like the last episode? Like what did they do?
The last episode they ended off on, they were it was Ichibe, the leader of the Squad Zero. He was fighting Yuha. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that fight. Okay.
Yeah. So they were doing that, and then Ichigo was going up to the Soul Palace. It's actually, people are anticipating this one because they said this about like the entire like 1,000 Year Blood War in general, that they were going to be adding new scenes to it, and they've been doing that. Like they added new Bankais and stuff, but they're adding like I think like Ichigo and Ishida, their fight is going to be extended, I'm pretty sure, and they're adding some more stuff to it, so it's going to be pretty nice.
How many episodes are there?
For like currently, like in terms of
currently.
I'm not sure actually.
Isn't it 30?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
30. So they got 12 more episodes to add new stuff.
No,
22 episodes. So I did the math wrong.
I'm not sure.
The limit is 52. That's what they said. I don't think they had news on extending it. 52 was the number they're ending Bleach on.
Let me search it up real quick.
I mean, that's more than enough because there's not a lot left.
Yeah, no, there's really not, unless they like.
I mean, literally
add more stuff.
After they finish at the Soul Kin, they go back and then that's like the final fight.
Yeah.
So there really isn't too much left.
Yeah, there's 13 episodes in both the seasons. So
26, so we have what, 27 left, pretty much.
Yeah, the Wikipedia did not update this. They said there's 13 episodes of the 1,000 Year Blood War arc.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, there's more than 13. But what I'm excited for is like the I don't know when he's ever gonna start it, but the Hell arc, that's the new one in the manga.
Yeah.
He did the one shot of.
I don't think Kubo's actually gonna continue Bleach.
Yeah.
He hated. I think he hated his life as a mangaka. Like,
Yeah.
even during the 1,000 Year Blood War, I mean, even before that, I think he was gonna end Bleach there because he couldn't handle it. But believe it or not, there was a kid who's like, "Oh, I'm about to die soon. Can you continue Bleach?" And it's like, wow. After that, yeah, you gotta continue.
Yeah, I remember that. He was telling him to end it how he wanted to end it because, like, yeah, a lot of people were like, you know how people are. They want things to end a certain way, especially like shippers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Bleach, I don't know. I feel like it's a 50-50 with him continuing it because, like, on one hand, it's like you said, he did have a hard time with it, but that was mostly just because of like Shonen Jump's like they were kind of rushing him and making his job harder, and now that he has like more freedom, I think, because it feels like he has more freedom. I don't know for
He's
sure.
He's a game designer.
Yeah.
He designs games. So, but if he were to continue Bleach, it wouldn't be in Jump. He would have to be a different company. Like, let's see, Araki, the guy who created JoJo's, he was. I remember like. He really hated the pressure that he was getting on weekly, especially because, so believe it or not, when Dragon Ball, Slam Dunk, and I think Sailor Moon died. No, that was a different. There was another. So there was a big three before the big three were out, and the only good series that actually was continuing was JoJo's, and because of this, a lot of pressure was brought into him because of how, like, they didn't have any other series to rely on, and the pressure they put on him was to a point where he hated actually making manga, which was a first for him because he loved manga. It was like every time he brought up interviews of his manga, like his writing and stuff, he would always put it as like my lifestyle. Like whenever he got an interview about that time, he mentioned it as his work, and that was like a first for him. So like, I think the one thing is, especially because One Piece, because like Jujutsu Kaisen's ending, One Piece is ending. One Piece is ending. Well, maybe in 2030.
Yeah.
So we got some time for that. And My Hero just ended. If Kubo continues, he's gonna have a lot of pressure because he has a name on Bleach, and a lot of people look up to Bleach. So if he actually joins to Shonen Jump to make the Hell arc, they're gonna put him in the ground. Like they're gonna be like, okay, you need to, like, they're gonna be on him all day, and he hates that. That's why he became a game designer, because he had more freedom to do whatever.
Yeah. No, that's the funny thing about it, is like, and there was like I think there was an interview or whatever, and then people were asking him, like, because obviously he did the one shot, and they were like, when are you gonna continue the Hell arc? And he's like, I'll do it when people stop asking me, because he doesn't want like people like telling him what to do and rushing him and stuff like that. So everybody's just trying to like not ask him and stuff like that, and we honestly don't know if he's gonna still do it, because it's like you said, even if like the fans don't ask him about it constantly and stuff like that, like we would have to cross our fingers and hope that like maybe Shonen Jump has gotten better since Bleach ended, but yeah, obviously we don't know if that's the case, because like which I feel like it's not, because for new series, like they come out and like they barely get a chance to sign. If they don't like do good within the first couple chapters, they're getting axed. So I feel like that's not a good sign that like they kind of, I don't know, they're better, and like they kind of prioritize like the creators over their business and how much money they can make. So
yeah, I'm saying this, Shonen Jump is done once One Piece ends. Like, they are not going to get as popular. They're only known for One Piece, and that's why most of their series can get well known, is because many people love One Piece. But the moment One Piece ends and Oda's like, see ya, they're going down. Other companies are gonna pick up that vacuum that Shonen Jump left, and they're gonna lose their footing in the mangaka world.
Yeah, definitely. And they really don't have anybody else but themselves to blame for it, because like it's like they're not, it's like they treat their creators badly, like on top of like big creators who like they forced to like meet quotas and stuff. I feel like Oda's the only one they treat good, because they know he's like their main source of income. But like with Naruto, apparently Kishimoto didn't want Boruto, and they kind of made him do that. Apparently, that's what I've heard. With Bleach, obviously we know that they kind of rushed him in the last arc, and like he had a lot of medical problems. With what else is it? With a lot of the newer series, it's like I said, if they don't do good within a short like period of time, then they just get axed. And like I personally I don't really like when they do that, because there's been some new series that have had potential for me. There was a series that I used to read called Phantom Seer. I think I told you guys about this once, where it had like 30 or something chapters, and it was pretty good. It was like a supernatural one, but it was pretty unique. I guess they see the success of something like Chainsaw Man and like Jujutsu Kaisen, and like, oh, supernatural like shonen are doing pretty good, so let's keep doing it. But if they come up with one and it doesn't do like 1 million like sales in like 1 hour, then they just axe it off. And I feel like they end up cutting off a lot of series that have like big potential like way too early. So they really only have themselves to blame for it when they're like cutting, like axing manga and like treating mangaka badly and stuff like that. So
yeah. I also so bringing it back Rocky. So I was talking about Rocky earlier. I'm bringing it back to it. So like to talk about how bad like Shonen Jump was. When Araki had some ideas that would be really popular nowadays, but were like terrible in the 90s because, like Tensa said, it was not the thing people wanted. It's not what the company wanted. Like, for example, I probably told this about you guys. I told this about JoJo's, but JoJo's Part 5 was supposed to be a female main protagonist, which would have been a good thing for Shonen. But Shonen Jump was like, nah, people want male protagonists. But like, I'm pretty sure nowadays people want female. If they see a female protagonist in a Shonen Jump, they're like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Araki wanted that, but he was denied it because in the 90s it was, if you weren't Goku or a guy playing basketball, that's it. It was getting canned.
Yeah.
And I think another thing was he wanted to make the Shonen series darker, as in like seinen darker. So like a combination of Shonen and seinen, which nowadays is popular. You know, Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, all these series that like they're Shonen, but you know they're also pretty dark for a Shonen series. Araki wanted that, but they were like, no, this is too dark. Gotta tone it down a bit. It's like you had a guy who was doing all this stuff in the 90s that is doing stuff now that people are into now. Yeah, this is your fault. I'm telling you, they have these like geniuses and they just don't treat them right or listen to their input at all. Like, because they act like they're the ones writing the story. If the person writing the story is the one that like made it as popular as they did, why would you think that like their suggestions aren't valuable? Or bad.
Exactly. It doesn't make any sense. But I don't know.
Well, okay, boys. I need to go.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
That's a first. Okay, well then I guess we'll just end it here.
Yeah. All right.
All
right. You guys can keep talking.
Thank you.
I don't know how long I'm gonna be going for there.
Oh, you mean wait?
Like how long are you gone? Like
20, 30.
That's pretty long. I mean, I could go for 20, 30, but the question is, Tensa, what about you?
I feel like I could, but at the same time, I'm kind of hungry. I haven't eaten yet.
Okay, well, Tensa can go and eat lunch, and Lion can go elsewhere, and I'll talk about random stuff. Well, they're gone. This will be a first for the Radio Trigger podcast. The Anime Bro podcast. That's what we're gonna call it now.
Are you sure? Do you? Hey,
Yeah,
if you want, we can just pause and then come back and resume.
I'll do my best. You guys do what you need to. I'll see you guys later.
All right. Man. Good luck.
Yep, good. Yeah, right. And they are gone now. So, yeah. Hey, everybody. This is the Anime Bro here. Just talking to myself. Tensa, went for food, and I don't know what a Lion is doing. Probably doing something important. Probably not. But anyways, yeah. I'm just going to plug in my channel because no one's here not to stop me. I'm the Anime Bro. Mostly right now I'm doing Mushoku Tensei stuff. Light novel stuff is maybe on the table. Depends on the light novel. Might enjoy it, might not. But, you know, I'm up for anything. I'm a fantasy guy mostly. If you've been watching this podcast, you know that. I love, like, One Piece is my favorite. Manga, not anime. The anime really does need an update. So does the Bleach one. I think Bleach would do really well if it had a reboot and stuff because I think it probably suffered a lot when it was getting a weekly release because it was really catching up to it, and getting a remake would definitely help it. So does Naruto. Like, you know what? let all the big three have a remake, because it's very important to the series. It is something that definitely will get a lot of people watching again, especially because this was a lot of people's childhood. You can leave Dragon Ball out. Dragon Ball's fine the way it is. But yeah, I really hope they do that, because Bleach does have potential. I know I keep on clowning Bleach, mostly because it gets somewhat of a rise with Tensa, but mostly because I don't think it's as good as One Piece for me. Maybe on the same level as Naruto, but then again, I don't really like Naruto, so then again, kind of not a big important thing for me. But anyways, new stuff that's been announced also recently was the Demon Slayer movies. I'm looking forward to it. I just recently finished the Hashira arc on recently, so Hashira training arc ending was insane. Muzan finally showing up, and now we're going into the Infinity Castle. Sorry, not the 1,000-year war. That's Bleach. So the Infinity Castle is pretty impressive. Lots of fights are going to happen. Well, actually, only 4 fights are really going to happen. That's why they're kind of making a trilogy. It's going to be pretty hard to do because, like I said, there's 4 fights. One of them's not really that important. It is important to one of the main characters. I am not going to say who. So, if you want to actually see what's going on, catch up on the manga. The manga is finished already, so you have nothing to lose and all that. Well, I think it would be good. I'm not really sure. I put Demon Slayer pretty high when it comes to the anime because I do love the anime. Manga, it was really hard for me to actually continue. Mostly the art style, but the story's not that big. I still agree that it's kind of better than Bleach, but mostly because of the length. I could rewatch Demon Slayer all day. Can't do the same with Bleach because it's too freaking long. They do need to make a remake, like I said. And yeah, that's all that. Some new stuff. Let's see. Now we talked about dramas earlier, but honestly, it's the first time I've actually been into dramas because these are people I actually do know, like Kendrick and Drake, and also Mr. Beast, which is sad because Mr. Beast was a good guy. Now I don't know what to believe anymore, but if you're still here listening to the Anime Bro rant for a bit, comment down below, like, do you think Jimmy was hiding a lot more stuff? Do you think he is a good guy? Do you think he's a bad guy? Do you not really care much and just hope that the charities were great and all that stuff? Just comment down below what you think. Another thing that I guess we could talk about is so recently I've been into histories of mangakas, and the one of my favorite mangakas ever is Akira. No, not Akira. Sorry, Araki. Araki. Not saying Akira Toriyama is bad. It's just I'm not a big fan of Dragon Ball. I really do think it's a bit overrated in my opinion. But anyways, Araki was one of my favorite. What's it called? Mangakas. Sorry. It was one of my favorite mangakas of all time, especially because he was really kind of ahead of his time. Most of the stuff he wanted to write, Shonen Jump was not willing to put it down. The only successful work it seemed like he had was JoJo's, which is good, but also very sad because Araki had many great ideas, like I said before, that he wanted to put, but Shonen Jump basically said, nah, you can't have this. Like, for example, he actually created a mangaka with a female protagonist, which is big for the time. But Shonen Jump said, nope, it has to be a male. They also wanted, like I said, to do a seinen shonen hybrid, where these series are very darker than normal shonen and all that. But it turns out they didn't want it because, it was too dark for them. But it's another thing that I really do like about Araki is the fact his inspiration isn't normally manga. I think one of his biggest inspirations is horror movies, believe it or not. Yes, the Fist of the North Star is considered to be his biggest inspiration. You could definitely see that in his earlier designs with like the beefy men and all that. But most of the time, all of his characters were based on Western works. And that is pretty amazing, in my opinion. It's very rare to see a mangaka actually, get inspiration from other foreign stuff. I know Oda gets his inspiration from other stuff, but really, I think Araki was the first one who actually got inspirations of other stories. Like, for example, for those who don't know, Around the World in 80 Days was the inspiration for Part 3, where they go on this long adventure, hopes of killing the bad guy, because, you know, you gotta do that. You gotta kill the bad guy, because he's bad. All that stuff. That's not what happened in the story. He was just the scientist was trying to prove that you could do that, and he actually successfully did it. I think he did it in under 80 days. So, you know, good up on that. Scientist. Another inspiration for one of JoJo parts is Part 5. His inspiration, believe it or not, was rap music. He said his favorite album, believe it or not, was Doggy Style. That was impressive. That's a big thing I think is impressive, really, because, well, thinking that a manga creator's inspiration for a manga is an album called Doggy Style, especially from a gangster rapper, is pretty crazy. Really insane. Actually, I don't know if Snoop Dogg was in the game. But, you know, rap music comes from most of the games, like Dr. Dre and all that stuff. But anyways, I don't know what to talk about. Should I guess? Well, I guess we talked about Kendrick and Drake. You know, the rap stuff that's happened. Interesting thing about Kendrick, you might be thinking this is boring, and if you do, then I'm sorry. But the interesting thing is Kendrick was actually brought up by Drake. No, not Drake. Sorry, Dr. Dre. Different D name. I don't know the story behind it, but Dr. Dre is basically, if you get noticed by him, you're going far in the rap game. Dr. Dre, he helped Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Eminem, Kendrick. You know, these are big names now that a lot of people know. And most of it is because of Dr. Dre. He was a founder of gangster rap. His group, I think it's NFS. I can't really say the name because it has the N-word in it. And I am not kidding. You actually type that out and you will actually see the N-word in it. So I can't say it because I am white. But Tenza could say it if he wanted to. Probably won't force him, but, you know, all that. So yeah, that's basically some history about rap. I'm not a big nerd of music. I'm mostly anime, video games, and history. A lot of history stuff. So let's see. Some recent things. I actually haven't been paying attention to some recent news that's been going on. But I guess for the sake of it, I will, because we did talk about the 1,000 Year Blood War. I'll kind of get my thoughts on it right now. Whether you're a Bleach fan or not, I don't think 1,000 Year Blood War is a masterpiece. It's not the best arc in Bleach, but it's not the worst either. It has some good sides. It doesn't have some bad. It does have some bad. It's not up there. It's not Marineford. You know, many people say you can't compare it, but, you know, war arcs are war arcs. What happens in a war arc? You kill people, and they die. Big disappointment, I think, was the Quincy's. I didn't want the Quincy's to be evil. I just wanted them to be like a gray morality type of thing. In my eyes, Tenza could probably say, oh, they were a gray morality bit. Like, they are gray, but In my opinion, I don't think they're great, especially because Kubo said that they are evil and all that. But I don't want that really, because I don't want all Quincy's to be evil, because then that brings up a question: why isn't our main Quincy evil? Why isn't he the bad guy of the story? I mean, he was earlier, but that was only because Ichigo was a Shinigami. So, that made sense why they would fight in the beginning. But why isn't he like the main bad guy of an arc? It would make a lot more sense. He wasn't the main bad guy of this arc, and even in the manga, we didn't get much of it, which is a big disappointment because it is our Quincy, and the fact that we don't get Quincy stuff with our Quincy man is kind of a shame. I do say that I compare Wano to Thousand Year War arc, mostly because Wano is the longest One Piece arc, and that same goes to the Thousand Year Blood War. And there are some similarities too. Kaido is the biggest baddie in terms of the pirates, and Yu-Ha was the biggest baddie of the Quincy's and also of the world. So kind of similarities there. Also, the Quincy's and the Beast Pirates are both evil. Quincy's maybe more so. Maybe actually the Beast Pirates. They're about the same. Beast Pirates did some terrible stuff. Even the underling of the Beast Pirates was pretty disturbing as well. But I prefer the Wano arc not because it's just One Piece and I'm a big fan, but also because we got a lot of character development. We also got some world building, which is pretty cool. Not much I remember from the Quincy's. Tensa could probably go on a long way to talk about what happened with the Quincy's, the importance of their history. Maybe, I don't know if he actually read all the light novel extra stuff that Kubo supported and all that, but yeah, he could probably definitely talk to you or talk about why this is all important and all that. Man, is no one back yet? Well, I mean, I know Lions was 20-30 minutes. How long does it make lunch? But yeah. Let's see. I don't talk about video games that much. Okay. Well, for most of my time, I haven't been a JRPG fan, but one of my favorite JRPGs that I've gotten into, and I think I'm a bit of a master at, is Persona 5. I played that game so many times, I kind of know inside out how the quickest way to actually get all the social links. Heck, I can beat Persona 5 Royal on No Game Plus and get all of the social links without playing New Game Plus. In fact, I did that on Reloaded. That's how much I played Persona. I have all versions of the Persona series that's available on the PlayStation 5. So, got Golden, got Portable, got Reloaded, got Royal. I even have 5. I even have 5 Strikers. I have 5 Tactica. Also 4 Arena. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's also the dancing games I also got. Big Persona fan. It's my favorite series of all time. My favorite game is still 5. I know a lot of people say 4 is their favorite, but like me, it's probably nostalgia. I think the mechanics for 5 are way better. The story of 5 is better in my eyes. And yeah, that's kind of my thing. I do have to say that Persona 5 is indeed my favorite of it. I will say though that Persona 3 Royal Reloaded, sorry, wrong R word. Reloaded was a big disappointment in my eyes, mostly because of the story. I didn't find the story interesting at all. It was kind of a bad thing in my eyes. I know a lot of people enjoy Persona 3's story, but to me, I think 5 and 4 did it way better. So the thing about 4 and 5 I should say, is that their story made sense. There was an end goal. It had a good human villain and a good god villain. Persona 5, it would be the murderer, and Persona 4, it would be the murderer. I'm not going to spoil that. Persona 4, and the god villain is, well, an unknown god, but that's a typical thing for Personas. Is like, yes, there's a human bad guy, but then it turns out there was actually a bigger bad guy controlling everything and all that. And then we got Persona 5's, which is Shido is the main bad guy. Don't mind spoiling his name because he's actually not brought up a lot. It's really who he is that is the biggest plot twist in the series. He's the main bad guy. He's the reason why every Persona 5 character is going through hard times. He has a connection to every bad person, believe it or not. So, he is the main bad guy, but also the god of this Persona 5 story is really good as well. Persona 3, we got a good god villain in Nyx, the god of death. But we don't got a good human villain. Our human villain is Strega. You take them out of the story, nothing really happens. Yes, you get the weird subplot, but that's it, really. There's only one character I think should have been the human villain, and it is, I'm not actually going to say it. It's an important person that the group actually are friends with. But eventually he becomes a traitor to them, and eventually, the story should have had him as a villain. Strega played no part whatsoever. Many places where they were there, they could have not been there. And I think the story would have been fine. Because, again, their stories played no part in the story. Well, you take them out, you still got the same story. They gotta climb the tower, destroy Nyx, and then... Well, okay, not destroy. They have to seal him away. Or her. Or it. I'm gonna just say it, because I don't think they're general. I don't think these gods have genders, so I'm not pretty sure. But yeah, that's my Persona rant. Really great fan. I play Call of Duty a lot. Not as much as I used to. During the Black Ops 2 era, that was my peak era. I loved Black Ops 2. Black Ops as well. Also loved the trilogy of the Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. Those are good games. Really amazing games. In fact, is probably my favorite trilogy in the Modern Warfare, in the campaign side, because 4, 2, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3 have great villains at their end. Modern Warfare 2, it is Shepard. No, first one, Call of Duty 4, is Zakayev. Modern Warfare 2, it was Shepard. Modern Warfare 3, gotta finish it off with, what's it called? Makarov, sorry. Okay, I'll be back. Not really back. I won't be long. I actually have to charge my computer real quick, and it may, because I don't see an outlet in this area I'm in, so there'll probably be a silence for a couple of minutes, but it won't be that long. So a couple of minutes here, Lion, cut it out unless Tenza comes back soon. Hello? Anyone there? Okay, there's no one is there. I think. There's no one is there. Man. Okay, I got a short memory, so I don't know what I was talking about earlier. But I think I was talking about Persona. Oh, well. For those who... I don't know how Lion's gonna do this, but I am back, Lion. Okay, there we go. My thing is starting. I am back. Tens is away. 20 on Lion is away. And I'm still talking about whatever. The Radio Trigger podcast, solo host, me. This may not get any many views because this is a long podcast, you know. Can't really just end it because we got the Audacity thing, but you know, that's fine. Let me see. You were there the whole time, man? What the freak?
I know, I just got back.
Oh, shoot.
I was listening a little bit.
Talking for... Man. Was I talking... How long was I talking? Was I really talking for like 30 minutes?
You're like about 20 minutes, yeah.
Dang. Tens is not back. That's a big surprise.
Literally, I went to town and did everything. And this man still hasn't finished eating.
Yeah, seriously. I came back, I don't know how long, but I did come out for a bit silence because I had to get my charger.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
it wasn't that long, probably.
Until like this point.
Yeah. But, jeez.
Well,
I've been talking.
Yeah.
I mean, we still got it because we're doing the Audacity thing. We can't just
yeah, we have to
end
wait.
it. Yeah, so I guess you talk because I've been talking for I don't know how long.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to talk about. I've literally been doing nothing.
I talked about
past 2
everything.
months.
Literally, I will talk about what you're into. Talk about some stuff you're into and all that.
Jeez, I mean, it's a good question. What am I into? I mean, these days, really not much. I've literally just kind of been in bed. Literally just
been in bed.
Yeah, literally. The past 2 months, I've not really been doing anything. Not doing YouTube.
You've been in bed sleeping.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I've been trying to get into anime or series again, but just nothing. Nothing clicks. So
what you looking for in anime?
Literally anything. I look at all the new anime that's coming out. I watch like 1 or 2 episodes and then I'm like, maybe not. Then I try another one. Same thing. I don't know. Nothing's been really that interesting.
Yeah, I've been doing the isekai stuff. Some of it is not overpowered harem bits. I mean, most of it is overpowered, but they're not dumb reasons. Like, most of it is just like, yeah, we give you some stats, but most of the ones I've seen, it's more like your experience and the things that you have done in your past life will now be brought over to your life here now. So, like the one I'm watching about the laundromat one, he been in a bad like work environment to the point where he actually had in his next life insane mental and physical endurance.
Right, yeah. I mean, let's see. I should probably watch Attack on Titan because I need to catch up with the final season. But there's so many episodes before the final season.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. I mean, the story's still good. Animation
is good, but I already know everything that happens up until the final, like before it starts. So now it's kind of just like, ooh, I know what's gonna happen next. Ooh, this is gonna happen. So it's like,
yeah,
it's a while before it's like something new.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
But I mean, some previous stuff was good. Would probably definitely be good to revisit.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but geez, I don't know. I just haven't really had my, I guess, mood for watching anime.
Yeah. Probably just need to find the right anime.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
I thought I was on the same thing. But then when I found some anime that I was going to watch, they were actually pretty good, and I got back into it. Like, I was watching this one anime called The Wrong Way to Heal.
Oh, yeah.
Way to do healing magic.
yeah.
Basically, he uses healing magic for attacking and all that stuff. I got into it and I was like, okay, I want more anime that's like this, fantasy stuff.
Right.
And then I watched another one and going back into anime now. Just need to find the right genre.
Yeah, but I usually just watch romance or like slice of life.
Yo,
Yeah, there's
There you
oh,
think so.
Tens is back. Yeah.
what's up? What's up?
Bro, how long do you eat?
What?
How long do you take to eat?
Oh.
I mean, not that long. I mean,
Bruh.
it was a big. Yeah, nah. I was just eating my leftovers, or not leftovers, because like I came home from work last night and my mom left me something, but yeah, she put a lot. So.
Bro, I literally drove to town, bought groceries, and came back, and you still did not
when
finish.
when were you back? No.
Like a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
You're making it seem like I was gone for like a long.
I was
Yeah.
talking, no joke, for 20 minutes straight. The only time I stopped talking was getting my charger.
Yeah.
Bro, I
Nah,
came
like-
back and I just heard this man. I can't end the episode now because we're doing Audacity, so I can't end it now.
Yeah, and then he started laughing. I'm like, oh, wait, you were here the whole time? What the freak?
I was listening for like a minute just to see.
Just that's hilarious. No, I did come back in my room to get something, and like I left my volume up pretty high so I
Yeah.
could hear him talking in my headphones, but I didn't see what he was saying.
Well, I mean, I talked about a lot of stuff. Let's see. I first talked about oh, actually, what was I talking about? I was just ranting. I know some stuff I talked about. Talked about some rap music because we were talking about Kendrick and Drake.
Yeah.
Talk about a bit of Bleach, bit of One Piece, bit of JoJo's Persona.
Mm.
Then I got my charger, and then that's when Lion came in.
Nice. We should make this a test. We should all just like, since you had to do it, now me and Lion have to one day just to be by ourselves and see if we can handle it.
My voice is my voice is very sore, but
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Nah,
I'll be fine.
that's tough.
Oh yeah, I talked about how like Bleach and Naruto should get a remake because
Mm.
One Piece is getting one. I think it's a good time to do those. now.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I feel like it definitely would be a good time, especially because, like, for Naruto, they've kind of been hinting at it that they want to do it, especially with, like, the, like, little 20th anniversary animation they did,
Yeah.
like, a while back. And then, with Bleach, it'd just be nice to have, like, a newer, like, updated version of the old stuff because there was a lot of filler and
Yeah.
just, like, stuff. It kind of reminds me of, like, how Full Metal Alchemist had Full Metal Alchemist and then they had Brotherhood, like
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah.
that. I feel like just having a version of Bleach where it's just the canon stuff and like just really well animated, it would
Mhm.
be really nice.
Yeah, and I also would do them justice because, to be honest, when it comes to Bleach and Naruto, the only way you're actually going to experience the best of Kubo and Mishimoto is if you actually read their works. Because the anime, there are some parts where it feels boring, but the manga was done way better. And if they did remakes, that would not only boost their popularity, but also get them into, like, I guess the shonen golden age,
Yeah.
when there was three big leaders in the when it was only the big three that actually ruled anime,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, I agree. And also I feel like probably the best thing for it is that like it could get like kind of the same thing. It could get a lot of new fans into it.
Yeah.
That's that like the big three, because the big thing with all those series is that a lot of people think they're too long. One thing that everybody have been saying they're excited for with One Piece is that they're finally able to like, I guess because they're gonna be pacing it better now.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be it's probably gonna be a lot shorter. It's gonna be a lot more manageable
Yeah.
to like watch and catch up to and understand everything that's going on. I feel like it's the same thing with like Bleach and Naruto. It's not so much that like they had bad pacing, because like out of filler they had pretty good pacing or whatever, but it's just the filler that they added to it that kind of made it, you know, like slower or whatever. So
Yeah, yeah. Especially since they don't have to worry about like catching up and stuff. Because I think that's what makes Demon Slayer one of the rarest times where anime was better, or the anime is a good way to get people into the manga. Is the fact that they didn't have to worry about catching up to the manga, because the manga was already done for like a couple of years now. So all they had to do was just find a way to space everything out, how they're going to do this, what is it going to look like, and all that stuff. And so far, Demon Slayer is really good. They haven't had a bad adaptation.
Yeah.
In fact, some of the adaptations and stuff I think are better in the anime than in the manga.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, nah, with I feel like with like any series that is able to just, because I feel like in general that's one thing that or another thing that the big three kind of suffered from, is that they kind of came out in an era where filler was more acceptable, and like they didn't mind sacrificing the pacing of the, you know, of the anime
Story.
or the story. And like I feel like, I don't know, if they did remakes like this day and age, like first of all they have like the whole seasonal thing, like that's one thing. They were all weekly, so
Yeah.
it was very hard to like constantly like keep working on the shows and stuff like that and keep catching up, since they don't have to worry about not only do they not have to worry about catching up to it and like, you know, having to slow down so they don't, you know, so they don't pass up the manga. They also can go seasonal, so that they can actually put like good effort into like the animation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It can be really nice.
Yeah. I mean, one of the biggest ones that shows that time can actually help a manga is JoJo's. They didn't get an anime adaptation until the early 2012, and this series has been going on for 30 years. 30 years at that point. So, you know, give it some time before animating, and you know you'll have good work.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, definitely. I agree with that. Like, I don't know if there's any other series that I would like to see like,
They said Yu Yu Hakusho was gonna remake. I think I heard that.
I don't know how to feel about that, because that I would, I mean, that would be nice to see, but you know, those shows or like series that, you know, kind of, you know, they're so good that they don't really need a remake. Like,
Yeah.
Yu Yu Hakusho, I don't think there was any filler in it. Like it's, I mean, and even if they do remake it, the whole thing about it is that like, Togashi, the creator of Yu Yu Hakusho, he like he never finished the manga because it's kind of the same thing. Shonen Jump was telling him what to do and he didn't like it. So, like, even if they were to remake Yu Yu Hakusho, I don't know what they would do. Like, I don't know if they would change the last arc, because the last arc is something that is completely like the anime, like the studio's idea. So, because like past that, or past the Dark Tournament, that was that was the last arc that Togashi actually worked on himself. So if they did remake it, I don't know what they'd do with the last arc or anything.
They might they might have to ask him if he's willing. Like, can you make like 1,000-year Blood War? You know, like a final ending to Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, no, I think that would definitely be like a lot better, because that's basically what Kubo's doing right now. He's assisting with the anime and like adding things in that, you know, I guess he originally wanted to add, and to also like add on to what hadn't happened in the manga. I feel like doing that for Togashi would also be good, because like I mean, that's the least they could do after, they kind of made him end the manga. Like, and now there's not an official ending for it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now I actually have to go.
Okay. Well,
Oh.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've been going for 2 hours, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I've been going for 2 hours. You guys
Yeah.
took like a 30-minute break.
Yeah. Hey, we said we could pause, but hey, I mean, thank you for standing in place.
Yes, that's what I want to hear. But yes, anyways, thank you so much, everybody, for coming here. Thank you for coming for the drama, the anime, the me, and then I guess the little bit of the anime at the end. Any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
Subscribe.
It's good to be back.
Yeah. My thing for you, if you're ever going to start YouTube, don't diddle kids. It is something that should be common sense, but apparently it's not.
Yep.
So
Don't film yourself doing it either.
yep, definitely do that. Yeah, and also if you respond to something, make sure it's the right thing.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah. But anyways, thank you so much, and see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.